Y'all ready?
Yes.
Because we're recording already.
We're recording already.
Oh, it's already on.
We didn't even do it.
Yo, we never tell our guests when we start recording. We just go.
That's it.
Damn. That's messed up. What if I would have said some incriminating ass shit right there?
Good.
That's wild.
Then they got you.
Yo, Aqui Chillin, episode 36.
36.
With the
36.
Rick Show.
36.
Wow.
Rick A Show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome, guys.
Fire.
We got
We're here.
Benny Banks.
Yeah, I'm in the
Banks.
building. Yo, what's good? I'm here.
I'm here. Yeah.
Yo,
His
by the way,
intro.
mixtape dropping soon.
His
Yo.
intro is always retarded.
The summer
2020.
2020. I'm about to kill it. I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. Pat, 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 pat.
And we got Rick in the motherfucking building.
How's it going?
Oh wow, he's more professional.
Hey, how's it going?
He's more
man?
professional.
How's it going?
We feel the balance here.
That shit felt like an AA meeting.
That's
Shit
exactly
like, hey.
how the show goes.
That's the Rick A
No,
Show.
thank you for having us.
Thank
Fun.
you
Welcome.
so much.
Yeah, this is the
Like,
first
okay.
time we do like a collab.
A
like,
cross pod.
That's
Cross-
fine.
Cross
Cross
pod.
pod. I like
Pod.
that.
That's
Yeah.
so
I-
cute.
we did it once with a podcast called Welcome to the Show.
Okay.
And
Oh,
they're
yeah.
just mainly, well, they used to be mainly baseball and sports.
Right.
Oh, it's a
What?
sports podcast.
Yeah, now they've gotten into film and television. Also.
All right.
Nice.
But it's cool. Maybe if you guys come on Tuesday, we could do
Another
the
one.
part 2 of
Part
this.
two.
Let's
We'll,
see how
do,
this.
we'll do the
Definitely
follow up to this.
We'll
right?
see how this goes.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
We'll
All right, guys.
We'll test the water.
Let me warn you guys. Let me warn you guys.
I keep it
Arielis,
100. No, I'm just playing. I'm
She,
just kidding,
she
guys.
keeps
I'm
the
kidding.
ship going. And she checks our male
Right.
guests.
Oh, all right.
No machistas.
Only when you guys are machistas. That's the only time. I like equality. I like, you know, I like.
Female equality.
I mean, but our
believe in
show
that.
doesn't have a female co-host.
Why not?
Oof.
Oh,
See?
shit.
Digging your own grave.
What?
See?
Oh, man.
Rick, I told you, Rick.
No, I have an answer to it.
There you go.
So when it started, it was me and my brother
Uh.
and our friend Paul. So it was just because of the dynamic. We've never hung out with a woman steadily over 20
Yo, I hang out with women all the time. He doesn't.
My boy,
He's
my
like,
boy.
hold on.
I don't know. Don't
Let's
pull me
clear
in there.
this out, bro. I
I'm
don't know
married
who
to a
you
woman,
hang
so
out.
but what I mean
you?
is like a female friend that you've had for so many years.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Because you want chemistry to flow on the show.
that is true.
Yes.
We are looking, and there's two I would runner-ups for that spot.
Okay.
You know, Craze.
Okay.
Just
So there
gave
is
up
an
his-
open slot in
There
the
is.
Rick
Yes,
Show
there is. Yes, there is. At this
for
moment,
a
there is.
female co-host.
Yes.
Beautiful.
For season 5. Because
For the
season
next
4
time.
is almost wrapped up. Yeah.
Beautiful.
He just got to see how she is when she PMSing.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
We got.
Sorry, what, Chico?
We got to catch
That's
her in
what
the
it
right
is.
time of the
You got-
month, you
That's
right?
what it is.
Right? He gotta ask, yo, like, when do you normally get it? Like, oh, I get it in the second
Can't
week.
schedule it that
Okay,
day.
I'm gonna interview you in the second week
Arielis.
just to see the vibe.
Arielis, get him.
To see how she looks.
As long as it's
and
not on a
everything.
Te digo a
Tuesday.
ti, es que yo ni sé
Hay
qué
que tener
decir con
paciencia.
eso. Yo de verdad no entiendo qué. Ay, let's continue.
I like how you.
Oh,
I like
damn.
how you changed your voice too. Like earlier, you didn't sound like this, but now you sound like more sexual.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
1-800.
Yeah.
Why are
Hey.
you? No, I feel like
Wow.
I can't yell.
Oh, like you can't, because everybody else is yelling.
Yeah, because everybody's so loud. So I'm like, you know.
So you bring down the
Yeah.
vibe.
I'm a
bring
little
it down.
shy.
That's good.
sometimes.
It's a nice little calming feel.
No,
I gotta
I like
give it
to-
to you
I like
guys.
to feel the
it's a good,
vibe.
it's a good space.
And there
good
are
space.
other people
It's a good vibe.
recording.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
true.
like
Yeah.
I can't be like,
Yeah.
No, pero que se jodan esa gente. Pero
no, because mi amor, that's what the equipment is for. You know, you don't gotta try so hard. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
When you got it, you got it. Just
You
it's
got
smooth
it.
like that. Boo-boo.
You got
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Se lo
Some
dije.
people, it's crazy. When I used to work in retail, guys
Okay.
used to come to the.
you
to
already
the-
said you worked in
to the-
retail. You got to drop the name of the store now.
That's a fact.
Well,
Forever 21.
Bloomingdale's, Banana Republic,
Oh, okay.
American Eagle,
Okay.
Gap.
Kenneth Cole.
So you had a
H&M.
career in retail. That's
I
what it
did.
was.
I did. Well, I did. Also like brand merch and stuff
Okay.
like that. So I
Official
did
tissue.
make some
Official
good money.
tissue.
You know, you start from the bottom and you grow from it.
I love. You know what I love about this? Arielis, you need to run this episode.
Yeah.
Teach the man how it's done.
You know, I put the grind. Let me tell you.
Do you think?
I do.
Do you think?
So, anyways, what was I saying?
I have
say
no
that
idea.
to say because you said that I changed my voice.
Yes, you did.
And I just want to tell you que esta voz es mía, es así, eso es natural. When I used to work in retail,
I like
and
it.
I used to ask for
Love
a
it.
size on the walkie-talkie, guys used to come like, yo, who's the
is
new
that?
girl?
She used to be
Who's
like,
that?
she used to be like,
Who's that?
she used to be like,
You catching
Mi amor,
people. That's what you're doing.
you know what it
just
is?
trapping
You never was introduced to this type of flow.
I've
You
never heard a
understand
voice
me?
as beautiful as yours.
That's what it is. That's what
okay,
it is.
Benny Banks.
Damn, Benny Banks.
Okay, Benny Banks. And he got the big B on the hat.
Big B on the
You're a
hat.
clown. He's like, yo, your voice wasn't like this.
It's amazing.
I love
Nah,
it.
boo
If
boo.
it was
It
for
was
Benny-
like this. You just wasn't listening.
I just wasn't noticing. I'm noticing
We
now.
lost him, Rick.
It's over.
It's over.
I'm just saying, there's a future podcast going right now between you and Benny. SMR
Yo.
podcast, just you two.
What is it? What is it called?
We're gonna have
What is
part
it called?
two. Yeah, we're gonna have part two.
SMR podcast.
SMR.
That's the one where you like whisper.
Oh, you know,
Yo,
I
you
love
can put
that.
people to sleep with your voice, though.
I love that. I
Highest
actually
rated
do want
podcast streams ever.
I do want to do
Or
that.
those episodes.
Yeah, she always
I
put
thought
me to
of
sleep with
doing
her
like
voice.
like reading nighttime stories. I always thought of that.
Reading nighttime stories.
Yeah, like reading a bedtime story, like for little kids. You know, mom and dad are working late.
All right, I just want to ask, where are we right now?
What the fuck is going on?
Where we went right now?
What stop did we just get off at?
What is going on right now?
He told me about.
She's pitching her brand new show right
Yo,
now.
I'm ready. My brand new show is I'm gonna be reading nighttime, like bedtime
You
stories.
could do that though.
I'm with it. I got
You
the
should try
voice
that.
for it.
You do.
You do.
Good morning
100%.
from New York City. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that.
Sing a
Good
lullaby.
night.
So so tonight we have
Anyways.
the Rick A Show. We have both hosts from the Rick A Show,
Yeah.
and we have the host of the new Baby podcast.
Yeah.
The new baby party.
Apparently.
Twinkle,
Twinkle little star.
Hey, Twinkle Podcast. Let's get
So
it.
fellas,
Ave Maria.
I gotta bring us back.
All right, let's bring it back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool.
If you want,
You guys brought the
I could
vibes,
give
yo.
my brother up to you
Can we
guys.
take them?
And it'll be for y'all co-hosting Aqui Chillin.
Because I think we're chilling a little too hard.
Yeah, we're chilling too hard right now. I'll join, but I get to come whenever the hell I want. Okay?
I like that.
I can
that how
come
he
like
is
in the
in the
middle
show?
of the thing.
No, my brother's always punctual.
Nice.
He never reads the script. Never
No,
has. He gets there unprepared.
I usually don't know who the heck we're talking
That's
to.
punctuality.
Damn.
No, he's there on time. He
Gotcha.
just
Always.
He's just not prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he's
I'm
prepared.
He's prepared, but not prepared.
Right.
He's
That's how I like to stay.
He's Benny Banks. Prepared.
I'm always
Benny
prepared. You don't have to get prepared when you're always prepared.
When you always
When
prepared.
you
I
always
like
ready.
that.
So for those listening, the Rick A Show is another podcast.
Yeah, correct.
There are buddies, our friends out there in the podcast
Our
world.
we're siblings.
We're siblings.
Yeah.
We're like
So
cousins.
I support them 100%.
and we support
Likewise.
them 100%.
That's a fact.
And let me tell you, these guys, they're doing their things, man. And but they drink beer though. We don't drink beer.
We drink
Yeah,
wine.
yeah,
We
yeah.
I
drink
mean,
wine.
yeah, we got here and you told us it was wine. Oh, happy belated to you, by the way.
Ah, there
up.
it is.
Thank you. Happy belated to you, by the way.
Happy
there you
belated.
go. Thank you. Same one.
So we
Namaste.
shoot out of a bar, so normally it's either alcohol or beer.
Nice.
Right.
And we've had some beer sponsorships before.
Yes,
But when
Stella.
you see, when you guys come
Because they're
down,
popping
that-
like
that'd be
that.
dope.
We'll be there.
no, not really.
I like that.
I'm popping like that though.
Benny
Hey.
Banks. I mean, with a name like
That name is
Yeah,
fire.
definitely
Banks,
different.
I can see you popping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yin and
pretty
yang.
much.
Yep.
So the Rick A Show, how did that get started? What was the inspiration behind that?
So about, I would say early 2018. No, actually 2017, like December, that area. I gotta get closer.
Not too close.
Talk to the mic, yo.
So my brother
Don't be
and
scared of it.
Oh my
Hey,
I like that.
get that mic closer to your mouth.
Hey, yo.
I like that, guys.
Can
Like,
I
it's
say
not
something
gonna
real
like
quick?
electrocute him. That's what
it's
I
just a
meant.
weird vibe. The mic is like in my mouth.
I just want to say something real quick.
You.
You took the words out of my mouth.
So it just in my face. I'll get used to
He
it.
was like in your mouth. That's way different than.
We were talking about doing a sports podcast, strictly sports,
Nice.
starting with covering just MMA at first. And,
Oh, that's my favorite sport.
Oh yeah.
it was me, my brother, and our other co-host Paul, and we did about I think 17 episodes together.
Right.
And around the 9th or 8th episode, the young man behind Los right here,
Justin?
Justin, the producer.
he's the producer,
director.
director, and editor of the show.
Shout out to
Beautiful.
Justin.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Justin.
Justin.
We partnered up and made it Vodcast, which is video podcast.
Right.
And Paul had to step away. And then that's when Craze came in, and it just took off from there.
Beautiful.
Started-
But originally, it was just a sports show. We would go to MMA events,
Awesome.
baseball games, and stuff like that.
It just
Y'all
talk
saw the
about
last UFC event?
Yes,
we did.
sir.
We were at the press conference for, I think it was
It was the
244, right?
Diaz, yeah.
The BMF?
Yeah, the BMF title, yeah.
That's
We
fine.
saw The Rock
Fire,
come out.
fire.
It was
Dang.
Wow, how was
Yeah.
that?
insane. He came out and he was trying to talk and give his announcement that he's doing a movie on Mark Kerr's
Right.
life. And everybody's just like yelling for him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I know what you guys want. He stepped away from the podium and he did
People's eyebrow?
he did that, and then he did the if you
No.
smell.
that's fire.
killed
That's
it.
so fire.
Yeah.
And
Did you
it
get that
just-
on video?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
We didn't.
Fudge, did we?
No, it. I
Yo,
actually.
can you curse on
How
this?
could you
Yeah.
not?
Oh, I-
Damn, I should have checked that too.
Was Justin there?
Who?
Justin
of course,
wasn't there?
Justin was actually
Justin
he
there?
was there, but he had to
What?
leave.
Justin,
So
what happened?
All these cameras
Yeah.
just in that one video clip?
No, we got it on the live. It was on the live.
Oh, it was on the live?
Yeah, we've met a lot of MMA fighters actually in person.
That's
I met
dope.
Amanda Nunez, who's the double champ right now.
Oh, yeah. She's a
Yeah.
big
I've met
brolic, dude.
Frankie Edgar, very nice guy.
legend.
Tiny.
He
He
said
like
tiny.
5'5", 5'6".
He's
like 5'4".
he's like 5'8",
Oh, wow.
5'9".
No, he's not.
Wait,
Wait. You went
can't
from
be that.
5'4" to 5'8",
No, no, he's like 5'8", 5'9".
He's
a
from
little bit-
5'2" to 5'9".
Damn.
One of those.
That's a big difference.
We met the
He said
president,
5'2",
also
he says
Dana White.
5'9".
We've met
Oh,
Bruce.
nice.
Nice.
Bruce
was he?
Buffer. Dana White's nice. He spent like 20 minutes having a conversation with me.
shit.
He came off an interview. He was doing an interview with Undisputed. And once he came off, I pulled him on. And I said, Dana, bro, I might have asked you some questions. And got to speak to Dana
That's
White.
fire.
You got that on
man.
The conversation, no, but I did take a picture with him.
Damn, dude.
Because at the time, we had just started the podcast.
I was gonna say, like, you guys, that would have been some dope ass
That would've
material.
been, yeah.
We had
Or
just
content.
and it was more out of when we started the podcast, we were shooting out of a cell phone, one microphone
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
a small
I love that.
office.
Crazy thing like that.
It was
That's cool,
really like you hear trucks backing up on the outside on the first couple audios, so it was
It was like in an office.
it was in an office, somebody's office.
Yeah.
Cool though. Somebody's on it. We just walked
We
in
can't.
there.
Yeah, we just walked into a random office.
Recording
We were like, yo,
off
let's
an
just start
iPhone.
recording here. Fuck it.
iPhone 6s Plus, really old one.
The same one he's still rocking with right now.
Button don't work, receiver don't work, but still, you know.
It's cool
Got the
though.
job done.
He's faithful.
Yeah,
I like
you
it.
have to be, man.
I mean, I might upgrade if
You might.
if the show starts making some money, I might upgrade.
Oh man,
I still have the 8, so it's.
I still got the 7.
You still got the 7?
Right there,
I mean, if it works, why switch? Mine's
Yeah,
it has
true,
some
that's
problems, but you know,
I'm the type that as long as my phone could get Wi-Fi, I could get text message, emails.
Right.
yeah.
I'm good.
And
This-
watch
it's
porn and
old.
shit. You know.
As long as you can watch porn, it's
That's
good,
it.
right?
What?
Yeah.
I'm way past.
I mean, we do live in a great time. There's a
As
lot of
long
free porn
as-
out there.
I mean,
Why?
it is what it
As
is.
long as the screen is big enough, you know.
Yeah.
I'm
That's
way
why-
past
that's why
that
I
age
got
where I
that.
need to have the new phone that came out, the new sneakers
Yeah, I'll
that came
pass
out.
that.
Yeah.
It's over.
This is what you
I'm
guys talk
35
about in
years
the
old.
podcast?
No, I mean my brother.
Porn?
No,
Young
it's
Sometimes.
Yo,
And sometimes
my mom's got the
Yeah.
latest phone.
yeah, my mother does too. My mother
like-
has the one with the
She
3
cut
cameras.
my ass. She's
Uh-huh.
like,
I got
tú
it.
no te crees de que aquí
Wow.
chilling y altita. Y tú dices con el 7. I was like, yo.
My
man.
mom sometimes comes to our shoots, and when we're gonna take photos with the guests, I always give her my phone, and they always give it back to me like, "Your phone is too old.
Oh, man.
We'll use somebody else's camera, get a
Like,
better shot.
I mean, that's a good thing,
We
too.
don't want you.
we don't want
Yeah.
your phone.
That's
we don't want your
We don't
phone.
want that garbage.
No, but our show is it's kind of like this, it's just we ask questions on what the guest is doing.
Yeah.
Right.
I sometimes dig a little deep and ask them, like, because my point was when we started the show, when we started interviewing people, was to put out their story, so somebody that's listening could be like, all right,
I can relate.
I could relate.
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that. You know, like nobody knew SNL director was Oz Rodriguez, who's Dominican and Cuban.
Yeah,
So
you
if
guys
there's
be having some unique guests.
So if there's an inspiring director out there, you know, that's Dominican, that's like there's mountains that you could get to.
We
it's
out
not
there.
impossible. Yeah. So
Because a lot of people feel like, you know, ultimately we try to do the same, but sometimes we find ourselves chilling too much. But,
Right.
But ain't nothing wrong with that. But I think
no, the vibe is dope.
Yeah,
the
but-
vibe is dope.
I
So-
think
let
the
me-
message is always
but we
there.
always try to do the same. But I feel like when you guys, and we believe me, we follow you guys and we try to learn from you guys.
Right.
We try
nah,
to
there's not.
really, but you know,
No, it's true.
I
I
mean,
feel it.
but we try for real.
Yeah.
Like we trying to learn because we're all trying to grow at the same time as a podcast. You know. And
I mean, if you're not growing, if you're not learning, you're not doing anything.
you're not
in
doing,
life.
then why do it, right?
Yeah,
Then why do it? And I
Right.
seen like you guys, even just from your setup perspective,
yeah.
I feel like you guys do it very
It's
professional.
fire, yeah.
Our
Thank
setup.
you,
Well,
thank you.
thank you to the guy behind the camera right there, Justin. Justin doesn't like being on the shots. I try
It
to
reminds
shout
us
him
of
out.
someone we know called Double A. He
Yes.
team. You know, he's not even in the
Yes.
room right
He's
now.
not even in the room.
Right
Ghost.
now.
Yeah.
That's
He
how much
just-
Oh,
he
he's
doesn't
up
want
there.
to be on the camera.
Shit, there he is. He'll come
I'm
down
looking
later.
at shit. No, I mean we try to be as professional as possible.
Yeah.
We're still learning. Also.
Well, he tries to be as professional as possible.
You
That's
just-
why I don't. I just
Benny's
walk
job
in
is just
and I
to show up.
talk
Yeah.
shit because like he's so. I feel like he's so professional with the interviews that I'm just like, yo, I don't really care about it. Like, let me just talk to them about whatever I want to talk to them about.
Fact.
you
And,
know?
and listen, at the end of the day,
And
what I,
people
what,
can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
but let me tell you, at the end of the day, with a name like Benny Banks,
You have to.
Yes.
You have
fuck
You can
who
do whatever the
are.
fuck you
Exactly. Exactly.
That's how you
He's a
gotta
wild
carry
boy.
yourself.
He's a wild boy.
He's a wild boy.
I'm
So
a
let-
wild boy.
Thanks, yo.
So let me ask this real quick: whose idea was it to start the podcast?
It was mutual between me and my brother
It was.
and Paul.
And Paul.
Also, we used to have sports conversations at
All the
work
time.
Right.
all the time.
Yeah, we used
and
to
it
talk
was
mad
just
random shit.
hilarious.
Right.
And we're like, we need to get this on tape.
Yeah.
dope.
And we did the
So-
first episode and we were like, yo, this shit is fun.
Yeah.
Let's just keep doing it. And then we
Y se va
kept
el
doing
tiempo.
it. Uh-huh.
And we
Right.
kept doing it.
Once the bug bites you, it's hard to stop.
Yeah, it's hard to
actually,
stop, yeah.
But then we did like 9 episodes of just us talking.
Right.
And I wanted to bring more to it. I wanted to grow it more.
more flavor.
Right.
And then that's when we started doing interviews and videos.
So for people listening who, 'cause there's a lot of people. Listen, let me tell you this. After we started the podcast as a team, I've had people come up to me like, "Yo, I want to start a podcast too." Like, "Yo, Los,
Right.
Yeah.
what are you doing?" Like, "Yo," because people think it's difficult.
Right.
It's not really,
It really
difficult,
isn't.
but it does take some discipline, like
Right.
everything in life, right?
Right.
Yeah, you got to be consistent.
What
You gotta-
advice do you have for people who are trying to do it?
Trying to do a
A
podcast?
podcast, yeah.
Make sure your audio is, first of all, content. Content is number one.
Right.
You got to know what the show's really about.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you got to know like what you're going to do on the show. You just can't go, you turn on some mics, you have like, caballá, you know.
Yeah, caballá.
But content is key. Consistency is key.
Right.
And audio is the most important thing.
Right.
Talking
Our
about audio,
audio's
do y'all
not
hear
that-
like something like?
Yes,
Hold
I
on.
think that's one of the lights that's on or a vent or something.
Yo, it's not my phone because I put it down. So it's one of y'all. Don't blame me.
Don't worry, our
Nah,
audio
but-
sounds like
No,
this
but-
Dude,
all
there
the
was-
time.
No, but they clean
Yeah.
it up. But I just noticed I wasn't on airplane mode, and I was the first one to say everyone
Everybody
put their phone on
before-
airplane mode.
Damn.
I thought I was getting
It's
in
cool.
trouble too.
It's cool.
Shit.
I'm the host of the main host, and I've done some fucked up shit on my
Bro,
Well, what have
so-
you done?
Oh, what you done?
I picked up a FaceTime call for my boy DP.
In the middle of
damn.
a show?
Middle of the show.
That's lit.
I was interviewing Cesar Perez. He's the one that did the De Lo Mio sneaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
that's
C's,
Yo, he's fire. He's
That's dope.
he's mad.
C's,
dope.
C's and DP, they're good friends. Actually, I got C's because of DP. And DP was like, yo, and he was FaceTiming
Wait,
me.
DP,
Dominican
The
Power.
mayor. Dominican Power.
the
The
yeah,
mayor.
the mayor of the yeah.
Yeah. So he FaceTimed me and I picked it up and it was just to talk with C's.
Yeah.
But C's don't do interviews and he did it off the strength of what Mike was saying. Because Mike was our guest previously.
Yeah.
Mike,
Right.
Mike is DP.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, I can get you C's. I'll get him to do it. C's like, I don't want to do interviews. I don't want to talk about nothing, blah, 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 blah. He's like, all right, I'll sit down with these guys. And he explained the shoe to a T. Everything on that sneaker stands for something.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I appreciated the
he's
sneaker
a dope dude.
a lot more after I spoke to him about it.
Yo, that's huge for the culture.
Yeah,
to
right.
tell
Yeah.
the truth. Like what he did with that De Lo Mio Air Force One.
Yeah. What he didn't want to do like a Dominican sneaker. What he wanted to do was,
which is the right thing.
he wanted to do a sneaker that had some of the culture on it.
Yeah.
But he wanted to do a fire sneaker, period.
Yeah, he didn't want to do like the Puerto Rican sneaker with the Puerto Rican flag.
With the flag on the side? Yeah.
He felt like, oh, that's too much. Yeah, right.
That's dope. That's dope. So, and like, let's do, because this is the,
Are we getting serious right now?
Yeah, this is gonna be
that was like the
serious.
serious.
Yeah,
Put the glasses to the side.
When I
He
do
moved
that,
the glasses to the side. He's like, yo, he's going to ask some shit.
When
right
he
now.
moves his glasses 1 inch to the left, you know some shit's gonna happen.
It has to be 1 inch.
Yeah,
to
1 inch.
because I feel this episode has to be to like teach other people how to start do their podcast.
Do a
Make it-
podcast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like getting guests is probably one of the hardest things to do.
It's not that hard, actually.
And that's but people might think it's one of the hardest things to do, but it's really not.
Right.
Because we've been able to get a lot of guests, and we don't fucking know how.
Right.
But we've done it.
I mean, at the end of the day, the presentation of your show is on point. So
Thank you.
when people see that, they're like, oh, these guys are serious about what they're doing.
Which we are.
These guys and gals, I'm sorry.
I like that you check yourself.
Oh,
I appreciate
Real
that.
you, bro.
damn.
So at the end of the day, any guest you're going to have, they're going to look back at your material and they're going to see if it's professional or not, if you're serious about it.
Right.
And then some might look at the views, some might not. Some might look at the likes or the followers. But podcasts don't really get that many followers.
Right.
We make our bread and butter on streams. So
Yeah.
likes, views, and stuff like that. YouTube, yes. Views, yes.
Right.
And then the guest will be like, all right, I'll do it. It's dope. And the vibe. Presentation and the vibe.
Hey, we agree with that. I think that's key. The vibe you bring
And the
to
vibe is like, here's some wine. Have
Here's
a
some
seat.
wine.
Let's
Here's a
have conversation.
mojito. Here's some beers.
Here's some.
Let's talk shit. Oh, what's
También.
that? Wait, what's that?
Whoa,
Hey.
nah,
What was
tengo una gripe.
Oh,
Siempre.
shit.
What's that sound?
Hey,
Yo no hago eso.
That's why this
Ese hombre
table's
estaba
white.
viendo de
Oye.
anoche.
We got
Desde anoche estaba viendo este
Benny
señor aquí.
Banks y Benny Blanco.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Another podcast. There you go. This is
go.
right there.
That shouldn't be too
Benny
reckless.
Blanco.
That's
Ay,
crazy.
señora.
Benny Blanco from the Bronx.
From the Bronx. He is from the
Bro,
Bronx too.
Yeah, and I live in the Bronx too.
It's a lot of bees.
Damn.
That's a lot of people.
Diantre.
Wow, that is 3. Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah,
lot of beats.
I've been tired of people calling me like Benny Blanco. Or,
Oh, man.
Yeah, that shit is like.
Like, bro.
My name is Benny, so growing up, like people. Were
That's
like, oh, Benny
that's his
Blanco.
legit name on his birth
That's
certificate.
actually
Ah,
my name.
you guys are brothers. I know you have a nickname for him.
Nah, Benny. I don't have like a
have a
nickname
nickname?
or bro or whatever. I don't have like a.
Oh, you don't have a. You,
My mom does.
I got a nickname
What's
for
his
Los.
mom?
Oh,
What's
no,
his
no,
mom's
no.
nickname for
Nah,
a nickname for
he don't want me to drop it.
Yeah, I got a nickname for Los.
I actually
I
gave,
be like,
I gave him
hold
the
on.
nickname Benny Banks. That's
and my
that's how he
phone,
got it.
and my phone is not Los.
Yeah.
It's Sancochito.
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 Why?
I didn't even know
Nah,
that.
that's a lie. I don't know.
Oh damn!
Oh, I'm like, wow.
Like what, bro? You never called me that.
Sancochito.
never heard of that.
That sounds very intimate.
sounds
That shit
Like
sounds
a-
very
Yeah.
intimate.
That's like
That sounds very hot.
like
I think I'm
you,
getting too close to the mic, man.
you and him
He looks like a sancochito.
have been into
though.
some positions before.
Yo,
Positions. What type of positions we talking about?
What kind of position?
What?
I'm not
Hey,
sure.
yo.
You
Yeah,
guys
been
got
on-
very intimate name to
Shit.
give someone.
all I'm gonna
Can
Sancochito.
y'all
say,
clear that out
listen,
for
Well,
us?
it's a sancochito with no longaniza.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
the Diablo.
Saying?
espérate, ¿qué es lo que está pasando?
Man, y'all need, what that means? Y'all need spoon?
All I was gonna say was if Benny Blanco,
Benny Bop.
Benny Bop.
if Benny Banks said I'm a sancochito, because Benny Banks, I feel
That's
like
it.
Benny Banks, you have to.
Yo,
You have to.
bro, your little bro over here with that name, bro.
He
You a rapper? What are you?
Nah, I'm a singer / rapper.
he's a struggling
You see Drake?
artist.
Struggling.
See
He's
Drake?
struggling.
He's like, he's a
I was the
struggling
first
artist.
Drake.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be out there like that. But
Oh.
Yeah.
Humble, you're a humble
yeah,
man.
I'm oldie humble.
He's a humble
Oldie
man.
humble.
Humble man.
He's
So-
just
I love
he's
that.
And
just
at the same
struggling
time, I'm
artist.
not.
At the same time, nope.
Right.
So guys, like, Tell us a little bit about the type of guests that have come on the show.
Oof, we've had a lot.
And do you have a favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Can I ask that?
Favorite
Is that
guest?
bad? That's-
Damn, I
Why you putting him on the spot, yo?
I'll answer it.
He's like, don't let Benny Banks answer it.
No, Benny can answer.
start some
He'll
trouble.
tell you who's his
Well, he probably
favorite
got his
guest.
favorite.
I'll tell you my favorite. I'll tell you my least favorite. I don't
Okay.
really-
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Benny
All right, so
Banks.
Rich,
I
start
get
it off, and
crazy.
then Benny Banks.
My-
is gonna get crazy.
My I have like 4 or 5 favorite guests. The Radel one was crazy.
Radel's
Jay
Shout out to my
Ramirez,
man.
Shout out to
Radel.
Radel.
Jay Ramirez. Jay Ramirez is really close to me. Like we're really good friends now.
He's
So
funny cat.
that one was really good.
Jay's dope.
Nueva York is like part of the show. He's been on a bunch of times, even guest co-host one time.
Yeah, if like sometimes he comes and he just chills in the back.
He
and
just
then,
comes to watch.
like while we're shooting, we're like, yo, fuck it, just come in and
That's
yeah.
love.
That's
That's
what's
I
up.
love.
feel like we've kind of
Sit on
become family with that Section 8 is comedy group.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Right,
Because
Shout out to
I know them.
we do a lot of things with them.
right.
I like that name.
Section 8 is
Section
balling.
A is balling.
That's
They all my
Tommy and
peoples.
Ivan.
You know
Yeah.
some of them, right?
No, of course, all of them.
Yeah.
So
She could be
Shout
knowing
out
everybody.
Miss Big B.
Miss
Miss
Big
Big B was on our show too.
Nice.
We've had a lot of. I don't have like a specific favorite. I just feel like the Radel episode, I didn't do much work and it was hilarious. And then the Jay was cracking on me the whole time.
Beautiful. That's dope.
Nice.
Those are my favorites, I
What
guess.
about you then, Benny? And your
my
least, since you say you're willing to go there.
Oh, shit.
Alright.
We got
So
the same
my-
least favorite guest.
He's like, okay.
You know?
Okay. So my favorite was probably Manny Perez.
Oh yeah,
And
Manny was dope
Manny
too.
was dope.
I like them
Shout out
all.
to
He's
Soga,
on,
yo.
is that the guy, the actor?
The
Yeah,
actor,
like
Soga.
Manny
La
Perez.
Soga.
Really humble
Gosh.
guy.
Yeah, he's man humble, and I think he's from uptown. Like he lives.
He
like,
lives
he
2
walked
blocks
to-
from where we
yeah.
record our show.
You lying.
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go grab a beer with him.
Word.
Bro,
I
he
mean-
he got twisted too. We were getting twisted with Manny Perez,
Yo,
and we were just talking mad
He's
shit.
such a good actor,
Yeah.
though.
Yo, he's great. I love
Yeah.
his
He not only is he a good actor, but he's starting to produce films. Like he could have stayed in
Right.
Hollywood and just did English films.
Right.
But he's starting to produce films in Spanish, and he's bringing like Dominican cinema to another level.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
My man Jack Veneno.
He did the
Jack
Banana
Bennett,
movie. He's
yo.
gonna do a part 2 to that. He's just doing La Soga 2 now. He did a song.
Can't wait for that.
La Isla Rota is another movie he just did. And he's gonna do another English movie. He's gonna work on something that we were helping him out with, or we were trying to, but he can't work on it till
Right.
like next year. So
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
But
We gotta
that
wait.
if that comes out, if we actually do that, it's gonna be fire.
it's gonna be sick.
So,
It's gonna be fire.
is this what you guys don't have to give details? But is it a movie or is it?
Well, I'm writing a movie right now. I'm halfway done. We're shooting a documentary right
so
now.
before let's break it down into little little pieces.
Oh, man.
I feel like you guys are doing a lot, and I love it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that movie you guys are writing right now.
So I'm writing a movie. It's called Drunken Nights and Awkward Mornings. And it's about a young man who doesn't know who the hell he is.
Like a lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's kind of lost in the world. And he, like everybody, he goes to his main vice to forget or try to like enjoy his life.
Right.
And he's very promiscuous. He wakes up in different bedrooms.
Damn.
It might be a porno too.
It's
So
not.
just-
It's not a porno.
Can I just
We
say
have not-
something?
It's Ruby
Can
Rosa.
I just say something that I just appreciate that you said, because I was having a conversation with someone,
Beautiful.
and men
I love
often
conversations.
like sexualize things and like so easily, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
like, we make it seem like it's nothing, right? Either through social media, through music, etc. And as far as being promiscuous, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times, even for females now, I see how it's being put out there, and some might see it negative, some might see it positive, etc. And I made a point that I said, you know, we just need to be careful of how we speak about sex, and you know, and how it's nothing. Right? Because some people are lost, and like you said, may use it as a vice,
As a crutch. Yeah.
as a crush, which can be, which you can find yourself truly lost, and can
It's
and you
a
can
vicious
end up
circle.
in a very dark place that some people can handle and some cannot.
Did you write the movie with me? Because this is
exactly right.
Really?
I think she's trying to
But I
though.
was saying, like,
So,
I appreciate
it's
that,
really
the
a love. It's
honesty
like a
behind
love
that.
story. So basically, the guy finds himself eventually, and he meets someone. Whatever, his life changes around.
Don't
but,
give all the details.
Uh-oh.
but basically, that's where it goes to. And by the way, for the record, being promiscuous is just a step in life. I feel like you need to discover who you are, what you
Yes.
like, and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't be a dick or an asshole. And the same goes for women. If women have to go through multiple partners to figure out the type of man that they're with, you know, I'm not going to judge anybody.
We each have our own journey.
Well,
That's
I'm a
part of
virgin.
the journey too.
Right.
So-
that is part of the
Yeah.
journey.
You're a virgin?
I'm a virgin.
I know
yeah?
you not.
That's
Nada
I'm
y
trying to-
crees.
No. He means he has a
Mentiroso.
subscription to Virgin Mobile.
Oh, Virgin
Oh,
Mobile.
yeah.
Virgin Mobile.
He's a
Virgin
Virginite.
Airlines.
Oh, Virgin Airlines too.
Yeah.
That's
Virgin
Con
what
esa resaca que tú tienes.
Muchacho, ya estamos mejor, bro. You know it's real when I don't have wine today. My
Oh, wow.
He refused
He had
the
Gatorade.
couple. His
Yo,
Gatorade.
He was
said I'm
drinking
done.
Gatorade.
Yo,
I'm
but
never drinking
shout out to
again.
Rick. He was like, yo, vete.
I got the
búscate un
recipe
café,
for it. Coffee,
Advil.
Advil,
bacon, egg, and cheese.
bacon, egg, and cheese, because you
That's the
gotta
only
get
thing I
something
missed.
greasy,
I missed that one.
and then water.
Eso
You'll be good.
experiencia.
But I had
hablando.
everything but the bacon and cheese.
Experiencia hablando.
And
I feel good.
He's feeling good right now.
I feel good right
He's
now.
ready to take over the world.
That's
You
it.
learn with a lot of drinking how to get over a hangover.
Right.
For real.
But you're not 30 yet, right? How old are you?
This year,
You turned 30?
30.
Prepárate.
Muchacho.
It
Me lo
takes
dice,
longer.
I turned 31 this year.
It takes longer to recover. A lot
Yeah,
longer.
I don't,
already
I
take
don't get
longer.
to that point.
Yo,
anymore.
my hangovers last like a whole day now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Antes era por la mañanita. Y después.
Por la mañanita, yo, when I was like
mañanita.
21, 22, I'll be like, complaining.
Right.
2 hours later, I was ready.
I was
to
ready.
Go.
It was good money.
Ready to go.
No
Yo,
sleep.
Una
and-
You don't need it
sopita
when
and I
you're
was
young.
ready.
And I was just drinking in my crib with my mom's, bro.
No way.
Dead ass.
Yo, can
But
your
it
mom
was
Yo,
out
me
drink
too.
you though?
No.
No, yeah, my mom's out drink me. And she, ella se levantó and she was cutting ass on me like, yo, tú te ves muerto. And I'm like, yeah, you know.
That's that Dominican power, bro. I don't know
For
where
real.
they get it from. The old school, they could
different.
drink for 3 days.
Yo,
straight.
Before I used to think like,
No
nah,
sleep.
my family, they drink us. So that means I'm a drinker too.
Right.
I can handle that
That's
shit.
not how it works.
No.
You got-
You were raised in a different country.
It's
so
different, bro.
Yeah.
It's
You were
different.
raised in a different country.
Esos conflay no ayudaron, bro.
Esa gente estaba comiendo plátano,
Plátano,
yuca,
aguacate,
todo eso.
un jugo fresco straight from the tree with
The cereal in the
Man.
McDonald's.
Damn,
is
you're
not
making me
helping
hungry
with
now.
it.
You gotta train for that. You gotta train for that.
Yeah, I'm
Rick, when
hungry
does
now.
that movie come out?
I-
you got me excited.
It's still in the script. Like I'm still
Yeah?
working on the script. Justin did a script. He's working on that
That
movie.
sounds super
Nice.
dope.
And then the one that's actually we're working on already that's in production is the podcast Revolution.
Nice.
So
We
while
want
we
to talk.
Right.
We want to talk about that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
so you guys are featured on it.
Thank
You
you.
just did an
Holla
interview.
for $1.
Let's go.
It's basically discussing what podcasting is, how you get into it, why is it so big, why is it so important, why people love it so much, and different podcasts. Because there's sports podcasts, there's this podcast for crime stories,
Everything.
I
everything
love
you want.
crime
It's
stories.
anything.
There's probably a
Whatever you want.
podcast out there about feet fetish.
100%.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
I'm
I'ma
so
look that
sure.
up.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And that's the beauty about podcasts, that there's just so many unique things that people just start their podcasts on.
Yo, let me say something.
And I
I
said
told
that
you guys
now.
about the guys that hit me up about my feet on Instagram, right?
No.
I don't think
There's
they're-
some
I don't
guys
think
I
out
want to hear
there-
about this though.
There's some guys out there willing to pay money.
For what?
I'm talking about
They wanna suck it?
$500.
And you ain't hit 'em up?
No, $500 to like massage your feet.
I could,
Pero-
For you to
Get the-
put like shoes on and walk.
Are you
have to
looking
walk
for- so
for
what's
them.
up? Are you
Put
looking
me
for?
on.
That's creepy, bro.
That's a side hustle right
Hold on,
there.
hold on.
Let me ask you, are you looking for a manager? Because, you know,
That's what I'm saying.
Holla for $1.
Yo, whatever he's doing, I'll take off 2% and I'll be your manager, bro.
I'll take off 2%.
2%
Get
yo,
2%.
that's,
Yeah.
that's definitely the Benny Banks way.
Like the Benny Banks.
That's why he got his nickname.
Bro, and I'll get you all the clients, bro.
When my brother was like 10 years old, my dad would give us a salary, what do you call that?
Allowance.
Allowance.
$2 a day.
And my
$1,
brother
$2 a day.
would save every single cent.
Nice. Wow.
He's very good
And I
with
used to
his
buy-
financials, and he's a
Right.
very good businessman.
I used to buy a pair of sneakers every single month. Every month I used to buy a pair of sneakers
As
with,
a young,
savings?
with the savings.
as a young kid, yeah.
And I used to go to the store for my aunts and my cousins and my mom.
And they
And I
would
used to
give
keep
money.
the change.
Yeah. So
There's this guy's on to
Slick.
something,
This guy.
man.
I used to keep
Smart.
the change.
So
put it in
that's
my
why
piggy bank.
we gave him that nickname, Benny Banks.
I like
Benny
that.
Banks.
I like that.
You gotta do it. man.
So the podcast documentary, the podcast revolution.
Yeah. That's the working title. I mean, if somebody comes and cuts me a check and they want to name it something else,
You
it's
changed
different.
the name, right?
Yeah, we just wanted to use that. Me, Justin, and I wanted to use that name.
That name sounds nice,
And
though.
you know what's the first thing that comes to mind when I think about podcasts? Like coming from like my background, which is probably similar to you guys.
Yeah.
Like Latinos,
Yeah.
like a lot of them are not too familiar with the podcast world.
Well,
Right.
there's a big podcast that came out 5 years ago, and there's a lot of Latino podcasts, first of all.
There's more now, yeah.
right.
There's a ton of them. There's a lot in the West Coast also. The biggest market for us is in Miami in the West Coast.
Damn.
Nice.
So if you're a Latino in the creative industry and you live in Miami or you live in Los Angeles,
That's where it's the place. That's the
it's
place
a
to
lot
be.
better for you, yeah.
Nice.
New York's number 12 on the list, I think.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
I'm
We out to
not even top
Miami.
10.
Yeah, so...
Man.
You moving to Miami, guys?
We out to Miami.
I'm with it.
Aqui Chillin going
No,
to
vamos a
Miami.
darle.
Hialeah, what
I
up?
know. But
Hialeah
the
is
weather's
actually...
lit.
Hialeah and the city in Texas have the biggest... there's a city in Texas that has 93% Latino, but it's mostly Mexican because they're really close
I
to
lived in
Mexico.
Hialeah for a year. That's why.
Oh,
I was
yeah?
out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
After high school, my parents and I.
I lived in Miami Lakes for about a year too,
Nice.
and I came back
Then you
up.
came back. Everyone does that.
I just if
very
I'm
different.
70, I'll live over there.
Yeah.
Like part of the
Why
life,
is
but
it-
What
yeah.
about
is it
65?
slow, the lifestyle out there? Is
It's
that why?
different. It's
Crazy
not a
slow.
city. It's
very
it's
different.
not even a suburb. It's just you need a car to get everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's different. It's just
Or get
different.
an
It's
e-bike.
just different. It's slower.
It's slower.
Like everybody's.
If-
That was my experience.
If
Coming
you-
from the city, going to Miami,
Yeah.
like a day out there feels like an eternity.
An eternity.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
And when it rained, it
I
would
can't
rain.
go out there
The water
now.
would be up to here, and then over here, I'm used to, squirrels
Yeah.
and pigeons.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, when I see fucking frogs swimming,
Oh, chill.
I
So
was
what
like-
about alligators
You
and
saw
crocodiles?
goldfish and
That's
shit
what I
in the
was thinking he
rain?
was gonna
That's
say, a
crazy.
crocodile.
yeah, no, that too. And then you will drive around, and there's like little random swamps, like random ponds.
Yep.
Right.
With fishes this fucking big.
Wow.
And like a 10 feet pond. Like that
Hey,
nigga
yo.
owns that pond. Like, like it's crazy.
That's when you go fishing. You get yourself some dinner right there.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to
He's
think quick, though.
crazy.
Miami's like you're inside. You need to be on Netflix or something because
Something. Or video games.
video games. I ate so much Krispy Kreme and rented so
Oh, hell
many
yeah.
blockbuster movies
Yo,
while I
that's
lived
true.
down there.
100%.
Stop
Yep.
it.
There's nothing to do out
100%.
Yeah, that's true.
Yo,
there. I worked
Shout out
at
to Miami.
Shout out to Miami. I'm not. I'm probably moved to Miami, but just shout out to
no.
Miami.
I wouldn't, but let me tell you, like you
I'm
said,
dying in the Bronx, bro.
this is why people move
Dying
when
in
they're
the Bronx.
older.
Yeah.
Because you get a lot more for your money out there, though.
100%.
Yeah, you do, and there's no state. That's why Trump wants to change his residency to live in Florida. There's no like the you're in the
There's no
you know
state
about
tax.
that. There's no state tax.
Right.
You pay the
yeah.
sales tax and that's it out
That's
there.
it. Yep.
Yeah.
So he robbed New York blind, didn't pay taxes over here. I don't like getting political, but I'm just saying that's why he wants to go to Florida.
Exactly.
Right.
And now I'm married with my wife, and if we want to buy a house, we could buy a house in Miami, have a really nice house. And I'm older now. I don't need to.
You're not
be
even
in
that
the-
old, homie.
You're not even that old, bro.
I'll be 36 in June. I am old. I feel
Nah,
old.
that's good. That's
I feel
still-
old. I've done a lot in my life. If I was to go right now, like die at this moment right here, God forbid, I'll be all right with my
Nah,
life.
how come? How come? Hold up, Rick. I'm gonna change your
You
mind.
are
you still
a
gotta,
slacker,
you still
bro.
got, you still.
He said you are a slacker.
Benny Bangs, I fuck with you. You know why? You
What?
got a movie left.
Or
You got a podcast documentary.
I've seen the
left.
world.
Say word.
I met the
and you
woman
still
of.
gotta go to Miami
Es
and
que ese
have a
hombre
pet
está
crocodile.
enamorado.
Pet
Oye,
crocodile, bro.
Oye his next
I'm gonna
sentence.
explain it to you.
You still-
I've traveled. I've done everything that I've wanted to do so far. up
You've
to
never
this
had a
point.
pet crocodile.
That's a fact.
Never had a pet crocodile, but I did.
are a liar.
I married someone. I have a beautiful life with my wife.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank
Yo,
you.
Benny
Benny
was
was the best man, by the way.
Yo,
He gave the
Benny
best
was
man
something
speech I've ever heard.
But you've
You
never.
would think he wasn't. He's like, congratulations.
Congratulations. But I feel like I lived the full life already.
Really?
Damn.
Bro, my life hasn't even started yet.
Yo.
Well, it hasn't.
That's
But
what I feel.
Fucking
I
Benny
feel
Banks,
like
yo.
I've accomplished from what I started up or where I came from. Me and my brother, we built ourselves up. And I
Right.
feel like I'm good.
So, but let me tell you. So, in other words, you're telling me that if you were in your deathbed right now, you
I'll
would,
be
you
honest.
would have no regrets.
Nah.
No regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets.
I went to Europe. I went to Spain. I saw Italy. I went to France.
He's a
I
traveling
married-
man.
I mean, I have a lot of goals. I have a lot of ambition.
That's good.
Don't get me wrong. But I wake up happy. Like if I wake up,
That's the
we were
key.
talking about this the other day. When I wake up happy. The fact that I'm alive and I woke up and I get to enjoy
Happiness is
another
key.
day.
I love that. Yeah.
So if you live your life like that, you're gonna be happy about everything.
Yep,
That's true.
That's true.
He's right.
But there's one thing you haven't done though.
What?
I have not walked on the moon yet, but we'll
That
see.
and you haven't.
What else?
You haven't Millie Rock on every block.
He's never done that.
No,
I think he's
You haven't
he's
really
never
looked-
Millie rocked on any block.
on any block whatsoever. Actually,
He's like, not
We're
at
gonna
all.
have to catch him on this.
Benny's
block,
the dancer out of me.
though. A crazy
Benny's a
bachata
dancer.
dancer,
Oh,
bro.
shit.
I can see that. I can
Yeah.
see that.
He
And salsa too.
when we go out,
Merengue.
if it's a bachata
He's a
or merengue,
merengue.
I'll dance with my wife.
I
But
hit
if
the
it's a
shake.
salsa,
Yo, he's
Benny's
saying
dance.
all
Nah,
the genres.
that's it.
He's like merengue, bachata,
He
reggae.
dances everything, everything.
I could do the shake.
He's a showman.
Look at that.
That's what's up.
All
I
the
love
truth.
it. I love it.
The
I
real
love
one.
it.
I
So
can't.
the Rick A show,
Yeah,
2020 is coming up, man. It's a whole new decade.
yeah.
What
I
are the
like it.
Yeah, like what are the plans for the Rick A show?
Well, we're gonna wrap up December 10th, season 4. Season 5 will be a little different, and it'll come on a little later. And we're gonna be out for a long. We took 2 months off in the summer.
Okay.
We had to do a couple special events in between.
Right.
We're gonna take maybe 3 or 4 months off, and we're gonna finish shooting the documentary that we're doing now. Justin's gonna do his
Justin's
movie. Yeah, we're gonna do that one, and then we'll start on the other one that I'm working on
Yeah.
now.
We still have
They
mad backed
working.
up content too.
Yeah, there's like 15, 16 episodes
Yeah,
that have
man.
not dropped yet.
Damn.
Yeah.
So technically, you
it's-
guys are not gonna really take a break. You got content to.
I mean,
post.
to
You gotta
the
fake
audience,
it till you make it. That's what I told him.
yeah,
you know?
to the audience, we won't be going anywhere. But we are gonna take a huge break. It might hurt a little bit because last time we took a break, we lost some followers.
No, we lost like the head follower, like the people that would come to the monkey room like
Yeah.
day in day
Oh,
out. Like,
really?
Yeah.
we didn't lose all of them, but a lot of people they were like, "Oh, y'all not doing it?"
Oh, it's over.
It's
Yeah.
over?
Like that.
And then like now we
Yeah.
just started up, and we get some people, but not as many that
Not as many as
much we
before,
used to.
but it's picking up.
So you
in
guys,
the monkey room.
That's dope. You guys mentioned the monkey room, so for the
Right.
listeners, so they can understand, you guys host the Rick A show
Live.
On Tuesday.
live on Tuesday at the monkey.
At the monkey room starts at 7.
In the
It's-
back.
It's in the back.
We
They
close up the
serve-
back.
How is that? Like, give us because we don't do that.
The vibe is dope.
How's the
It's-
vibe? We all about the vibe. So how's the vibe?
Yes.
It's
Chill.
chill. It's laid back. You're in the lounge.
No
Can they
fights.
interact? Can they be like, yo?
Yes.
Yes, 100%. 100%.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Sometimes the audience interacts a little too much,
I'm like,
but
yo, shut up.
it's part of the show.
Says
Yeah, the
little
shit
too
is that
much.
we drink. We drink while we're doing. We drink before the show. We drink during the show.
And
So if
after
I
the
go-
show,
Damn.
we drinking.
So if
Yeah.
I go, what you have to offer me to drink?
You like mojitos?
Ooh,
Oh,
you guys got
yeah, on our-
mojitos.
on our
So
night-
y'all
Yo,
popping
$5
like that.
mojitos on Tuesdays.
On our
alright?
night is yeah.
Oh,
When
And
we
now-
record, it's $5 mojitos all day.
nice,
nice.
but no tan fácil.
The
And
thing-
it's $6 flavored mojitos. I think it's also mixed drinks.
How about
I
the
gotta
beer?
ask.
What?
How about the beer?
Drinks.
The beer. We usually get
Beers?
sponsored beer.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Stella sometimes.
Dykeman beer.
Dykeman beer sponsored
Okay.
us once.
This week is La Rubia. Shout out to La
La
Rubia.
Rubia.
Shout out
Shout out to La
Rubia.
Rubia.
La Rubia is a Puerto Rican blonde ale. The guy that started it, he started out with his dad, and he's bringing it to Miami and New York. So
That's a good name for a beer.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
fire,
right,
La
La
Rubia.
Rubia.
somebody
It
asked
sounds
me why
delicious.
it's
That shit could
not
get you in
La
trouble, though.
Morena
Ah,
or La
yeah.
Negra, and it's
That
because
could get you in
it's a type
trouble.
of beer. It's a blonde ale, so that's why it's
Que
called La
diablo,
Rubia. It's
esa
not.
rubia estaba deliciosa, ¿no?
Yeah.
Sabrosita que
Talk
estaba.
about Rick B with his wife. I'm like, yo, esa rubia estaba dura.
Yeah.
They go, like,
My-
what?
if you go to the show, you probably see my wife there sometimes.
Nice.
She goes to some of the tapings.
Nice.
Oh,
Hopefully,
that's
hopefully,
dope.
if we
That's
pull-
support right
If
there.
we pull up this week, we'll get to meet her and other people. That
I don't know if she's going this week.
Okay.
But
I'll
we'll
tell you.
But it's-
if y'all
it's-
show up, we definitely drinking. That's
Oh,
what
now
But
it
let me
is.
ask
Oh,
you
yeah.
a question.
Big time.
La Rubia, va a estar ahí.
La Rubia will be there. She will be
She's gonna
there.
be there. And she's
I don't
gonna
think
be
there's a
ready.
legit woman named Rubia though. I think the beer is just. It's because there's a brown ale and there's a blonde ale.
Bro, she's gonna be ready and she's gonna be cold.
She'd probably be with Benny.
Wet. She's gonna be nice and wet
Hey,
for
yo.
you in the ice.
Ay, Dios mío.
What?
I'm looking at it.
see
He's like,
you.
I just want her to
Wait,
say
what happened? I'm talking about beer. What
Yeah,
you
me
talking
too.
about? What you thinking about? Because I'm thinking about beers.
I'm not thinking about anything.
I'm thirsty right
They
now.
dirty minded.
The
I'm
wine
not
finished.
dirty-minded.
There's also food too. There's
Oh,
food.
where I'm hungry.
Oh.
There's food.
I'm
There's
always hungry.
this.
Yeah, get those
Jesus.
nachos, girl.
This.
Nachos.
They got nachos? I love
They
nachos.
do have nachos. They got wings. They got quesadillas.
Get the
They got
guapo
chips.
chips.
That's dope. That's dope.
And there's hookah after a certain time.
What about fries? I love fries.
I think so. Yeah.
Are they crispy?
I never ordered them fries, so I wouldn't know.
They super crispy,
love
girl.
it.
I only get the
They're
chicken
so crispy.
quesadilla.
So let's talk about.
I'm hungry right
Do you,
now.
do you guys think podcasts
I'm
will
hungry
replace
too.
radio one day?
It has.
It has.
It has. I've sat on 2 or 3 panels.
Really?
And basically, it's industry people wanting to know how can they use a podcast to advertise. A podcast, well, ours is a vodcast. It's like video or whatever. You guys do video also.
Yes.
So you're a vodcast. So
Yep.
with a vodcast, you could do product placement. You could do a 15-second commercial in the front,
That's true.
in the middle, in the back of the episode. You can also do a full sponsorship of the episode. So if we were drinking a specific wine, let's say,
Put it right.
the wine will be laid out and
Yes.
you give it its proper promotion. Plus, a podcast uses all forms of media. So you get to listen to it, you get to see
Watch
it,
it.
and it's on all social media. It's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. We don't have Snapchat because I don't really mess with that.
Yeah.
I
But-
got Snapchat.
You don't put the little donkey
With the
face
filters?
You don't like the filters.
Nah, I don't do
I got
That's
Snapchat.
that's
I bet
Benny's.
You know which
Donkey
filter I
That's
like? The
Benny's
spider
thing.
one
You
now.
did that?
Of
They
course
did
I
a-
do
they
that.
did a
With the
filter.
dog? With the little tongue out?
Of course I do that.
That's
Even
his
has
show.
it's not a
Yo, I
question.
need to see that.
It's not a question.
That's him. That's
You should
his
know
run.
already.
What about the girl one? Were you one of those guys that do the, you know how, you saw those
100%
guys
he
put-
did.
I can't do that anymore.
He looked
I
like
get
my
turned on
like
when
my
I see
sister.
myself as a woman. So then I'm like, shit.
He looked like my sister.
Then I'm like, shit, I can't do this anymore.
Like, damn.
How
Me estoy haciendo daño.
right, I fell in love and stuff, and I was like,
Damn.
yeah, I can't be in
No
love
other
with my
girl can
phone. I
compare,
guess
huh?
He
me.
had a break.
Right.
he is
cut
in
that out.
love. He is in love with himself. Actually,
Stop it.
That's
That's
good.
dope.
Yeah,
I
Somebody
do love
looks at
myself.
himself.
I love
You have
myself.
to.
That's what it is.
You have to.
Yeah.
yeah.
You have to start with that. Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
But
When I see people that
to a certain level,
nah,
Nah.
I was
When
ta-
you Benny Bangs, there's
There's
like,
no level.
Yo, that's
There's
Chico.
no
Chico,
levels.
Chico is that person in our podcast. He's like,
There he is.
guys. Is
That's
the
why
light,
they hit
is
it
the
in
light
also
on
well.
me?
That's why
It
we-
is. How do I look? How do I look? Fix
You
me
gotta
up.
look good.
Yeah,
He
you gotta
tells me
look
to fix him up.
Right.
True.
Where's the makeup girl?
Exactly. Where is she? I think she went on the bathroom.
She went to the
break.
back.
Yo, I can't. Where's the makeup
Yo,
girl?
Benny Banks
Uh-huh.
is gonna get married, right?
Right.
But he's really not gonna be married.
No.
What that mean?
I got a theory.
it's
on
whatever
that.
you want it
It's
to be.
whatever you exactly.
Yeah.
Wait,
Ustedes
wait.
son una cosa
Interpretate-
seria. But why get married then?
Just to get married.
to get married.
Just to say you got
Just to
married.
say he did it.
I'm
Yep.
a married man.
I became vegan for a month. Why did I become
It
vegan?
was a month and a half.
To
A
become
month and a half.
Yeah.
But why did I become vegan? Just to say, yo, I did that.
I did it.
So if a vegan comes to me and they're like, yo, I'm a vegan, I'm be like, yo, I don't care. I've done that before. It doesn't matter if you're a vegan.
Yo.
I've done that.
Hit him with the rock.
That ain't shit. That doesn't
I
mean
love Benny
shit.
Bangs.
What's going on here,
He does those things just to do them.
I do
Yeah.
them just to throw it into
So
other
this
people's
is my
face.
future. My future is just to write the content and just serve it to them.
I like that. Good strategy.
When we started the show, I didn't want to do the podcast. I didn't want to be on it. But nobody was like making moves, so I started the whole process. I put a name on it,
Right.
and I put my name on it. I put Benny and Paul's name on it originally first,
Right.
and then when Paul was leaving, I had to refigure how the name would be. But once they saw that I started doing things, then my brother was like, I'm down. He always says I'm down. You just
Yeah, I'm
gotta,
always down.
You
I
just
don't-
gotta start it for him.
Benny Banks
He's
down.
like,
Benny
you
Bangs,
gotta
yeah.
start
It doesn't matter what it is. I'm always down. Whatever.
That's it.
Once it's up and running.
Yeah. Right.
Damn.
He's really good with like networking and stuff.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah. So the guest
a
that we get
business
is because of
minded
him.
person.
all the time.
Same with Lowe's.
Right? Is you? You the guy?
He's the brain.
It's
He
all
has
about building
operation.
relationships,
Right.
basically. Honestly, that was one thing I didn't say that. You content, and consistency, and then you gotta continue.
Relationship.
I have a relationship with every guest that we've had on the. I still talk to everybody
Right.
that has been on the show.
That's what. Yep.
That's what it's all about.
So
And,
That's what it's all
and,
about.
and you know what's even more key, like you said, if you can maintain those relationships.
Yeah.
You know why?
Exactly.
Because I feel like those are the same people that are going to vouch for you in
Right.
the future when something else comes.
oh
up.
yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's going to be someone that's going to say, "We need this. We need." Oh, my boy Rick actually
Yeah.
might be the guy you might want to talk to.
Right.
We did the thing at City Field. It was Dominican Heritage Day.
Right.
Again, it was DP. He had done it before.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how can I get involved? And he's like, yo, I got you. Don't worry. Next thing I know, like we're the media for this
Oh, wow.
event.
Yeah,
I didn't
That's
even.
fire.
Justin was in there with the cameras on City Field.
Yeah.
On the
Nice.
field, like
That's
everything.
so
It
dope.
was.
We was
I
getting
thought we were
crazy.
just gonna do like an episode, but we were the actual media for it. So
Right. There was no other
That's
media,
so
which was
dope.
crazy.
we
That's
we
great.
might be going back to do the one in Brooklyn. It
Oh,
depends.
you're gonna be in my hood.
Yeah, they do one for every sport. So it is
Oh,
Danif
yeah.
that does it. So they do one for basketball and baseball.
So it's going to be like
And
Barclays.
Barclays?
Nice.
Yeah,
Barclays. Last year was Barclays, and Omi Diaz. He's a creator also. He got a clothing line called Magnus Alpha, and he did a sneaker called El Tre Golpe, and he showed that sneaker out on Dominican Heritage Night.
Damn, tres golpes.
So,
That's fire.
but there's a picture that they took that night that I need to get. Is Omi? Omi designs. He's a designer. C's, who I just mentioned, Cesar Perez,
Okay.
and my boy Dex, who's he's the artist that we
We
have
got
on
to
the
find
show.
that pic.
All three of them are in that picture, and that is the future of Dominican art right there. And I want that photo. I told Dex, he's got to look for it, but I
Also
want that
want
Got to
photo.
frame that.
Right.
Yeah, I want to blow it up, frame it, have them sign it, so I keep it.
Damn.
That's fire.
I got a nice little relationship with all three. Omi knows Craze better, our other co-host, because Craze lived in LA for 2 years, and Omi he's based out of LA.
Yo, what
But-
what I fucking love about this, like when we chilling here, man, it's like the people we're knowing, the relationships
Right.
we're
Yeah.
building,
Right.
the potential of it all. Like that shit, no homo, excites me.
It excites you.
I have a relationship with this comic.
That's why the table is a little higher on that side.
I think I need some water.
It's true.
I need
it's
this.
true.
I need.
And you
some
build
water.
relationships with people that you never thought that you would build. I got a relationship with a comic I used to look up to. He used to be on one of the big shows. It's like SNL, Mad TV. He was on one of those shows.
Mad TV. I
Mad
love
TV.
Mad
Yeah.
TV.
So I'm not gonna say his name, but
watching Mad
when I
TV.
do something with him,
Sorry.
it's because of that. The dude he's genuine, like, and I have a relationship with him now.
Look at that. You were though you were.
Never.
I'm sorry. He got me
What
mad
is going
excited.
on?
Yo, she's on the nut. She's not even paying attention to
Eso
what's
sin
going
vino
on.
ni
Yo,
nada.
he
I
talked
like-
about Mad TV. You got me mad hype.
I
I'm
like Mad
sorry.
TV. It was cool.
I was
but
YouTubing Mad TV shows. That's how much I love
the one
Mad
I
TV
love is
recently.
House of
While
Buggin'.
eating a taco.
You ever
bro.
saw that one?
Which
House
one?
of bugging.
House of Buggin'.
What? No. I
It
don't
was a
think
show
I saw
John
that.
Leguizamo had on,
John Leguizamo.
where he used to do impressions and sketches also.
Johnny
It was kind of like
Look
Mad
that
TV. It
up.
was
I
cool.
don't think I saw that.
Pretty funny.
Nah, I don't
That's
remember that
dope.
one.
You're gonna send me the link after this?
I'll look it up.
Send me the link.
All right, send me the
Send
link.
the
I'll send you. I'll
If
send
not,
you the
you're
link.
not
Don't
a
worry.
Mad
real
TV is
one.
dope.
Benny.
Yo,
Yes.
Benny Bang just said, "I'm gonna send you the link."
I'll send you the link.
Be
Don't
a
worry.
Rick.
Don't worry.
He'll send you.
I'll just remind
Dear
it.
Rick.
Yeah, I'll just remind Rick to do it, and then he'll send you the link eventually.
Is that
On
how he
behalf
is in
of
the
Benny,
show
Benny
too?
Bang.
Yeah.
When he
And
talks
don't-
to the guys, like, yeah, I'll do it, but
Don't
Rick,
thank Rick. Thank Benny.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't thank him.
Basically.
Just know that he didn't do anything.
And
I
like,
did
sorry
most
about
of
that,
it.
Rick,
That's
but
dope.
continue. I'm sorry, you got me hyped with Mad TV.
No, I'm just saying we were talking about relationships, and most of the people that I have had on the show, I didn't know them from a hole in the wall, but I've gotten to know. Like I said, Jay Ramirez.
Right.
Jay Ramirez sent me a video in character for my mommy was 50.
It was mommy's 50th birthday.
50th birthday.
Mhm.
So
For her birthday?
Mm.
yep,
Oh my
it's on her
God,
Instagram.
That's so dope. Oh, that's so
He sent me a
sweet.
video wishing her happy birthday in like one of his characters. Now, when he does promotions, like he gets paid to do that. He doesn't have to do that for free,
Yes.
but he did it
That
out of
is
the.
so sweet.
And that's the type of relationship I like to build with the guests.
That's that
But I'm
real
sure you guys are
bromance.
building the same types of
Yeah.
relationship
Yeah.
with your
We
guests.
have,
yeah.
and
That's what you have.
Because y'all have some
100%.
dope guests too, yo.
Yeah, and
You guys had Riddell's sister, by the way. She's
She's awesome.
we
We
want
need
to
to
have
She's
have
so
her
dope.
back. I wasn't
Let's
here,
go.
guys. I wasn't
our
here.
goal is to have her back.
She is
because-
so
And
dope.
Radela wasn't here.
Yeah, Lisbel, like her vibes, like her knowledge, not
Yeah.
only her vibes, like the things she wants to bring to the table, the things she wants to talk about
Right.
are on a different level.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, especially coming from a woman, she wants to talk about women issues. She wants to
Right.
talk about Afro Latinidad.
Yeah.
She wants to talk about growing up Latino in
Right.
New
I would,
York.
I
Like
mess with
this
that.
girl is bringing like some topics that a lot of people are not touching.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
to
Yeah.
your point, we want to bring it back. We want to have actually a woman panel
That'll be dope.
and just talk about things that.
That'd be great.
You know what I'm saying? And we're open to collab and have something big.
I'm down to do that too,
That'll be
awesome.
so I won't be in the mic or in front of the camera anymore.
But you know what I'm saying? Like it will be dope to have these conversations that
Right.
a lot of people are not having.
They're not
Yeah.
having it.
You know what I'm saying? And Lisbel, she's talking a lot about
Yeah.
these things, and we were fortunate enough to experience that through our interview with her. Just a little snippet, and she bakes.
Oh, she's fire.
Yeah.
Bake.
Oh yeah.
She bakes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Word.
Riddell's whole family,
In
after
here?
we did his interview, well, they added us before, like, the interview. But, like, they all added us, and now, like, Lisbel's the one that actually, she's reached out to me a couple of times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not just like, oh, I want to have her on the show. Not just like, oh, that's dope, I like this. Or
Yeah.
She's genuine, man.
she's a genuinely good. So is Riddell, and
Yep.
the moms like that. That's how they get it from. But
Yeah.
the sister, you guys had the sister on, and people don't. Oh, Riddell, yeah, he's got all the followers, and he's the guy to have on the show. But his family is dope,
They all
Yeah,
have
they all
something.
talented.
Yeah,
All of them.
they're all
and his
talented.
girl Sally is a really nice person too.
That's
I actually saw her when we were doing the UFC event. She was walking with her aunt outside.
Oh, wow.
and
That's awesome.
recognized it.
Look at
Yeah,
that. They
she's
all
a nice
have-
person.
They all have something great and genuine to bring
Yeah.
to the table,
Right.
which is why we, and I think there's a lot why we do these type of things, like these podcasts, because we're all busy. So
Yeah.
people didn't understand, like, we all have our life to
Right.
live. But
Yeah.
I feel like we do this a lot just to be around these type of people.
Yeah,
Right.
Because I feed off that.
iron
You know,
sharpens
I-
iron.
Right.
Exactly.
It does. It does.
Man, yeah, this man knows his shit, man. I just want to say, but that's why we're so happy to have you guys on here, because
Right.
you guys are bringing this vibe. Besides you bringing Benny Banks and blessing us with Benny Banks
That's a
presence,
fact.
you know what I'm saying?
You guys can have
You guys are
you guys
officially
can, you
blessed.
can do an all
we-
Benny
can we-
episode if you want.
Can we keep Benny Banks?
Right.
You can have an
He's a
all Benny
clown.
episode if you want. Also,
I brought the holy water.
Oh my
I just
God.
I like when I saw it. The first time I saw your show was a little bit before Riddell went on. I don't know if the sister went on first or he went on. I don't remember what. I think he went on first.
Yeah.
It was before Riddell went on. Then he did our show, or he did your show, whatever. And then I started like keeping tabs. Like, okay, I was like,
Right.
oh,
That's dope.
These
man.
dudes is doing their
these
thing.
dudes, they got a nice little thing
doing
set
their
up.
thing.
I think
How
it was
you-
like the second episode.
How you feel that now I'm here? You think they still doing their thing, or you think they made
They're
a
doing
bad
their thing,
decision?
I mean,
now.
Ding, ding, ding.
Before they
Or
were doing
should
their
I
thing,
ask
thing.
Benny?
And ding,
It-
ding,
it
ding.
Now
adds-
they're
She's
doing
the
their thing,
honest one.
It adds to it. It adds to it. Does
It
add
adds
to
to
it
it. Oh my
Yeah.
because
No.
it gives a different point of view.
Yep.
Let me
Right.
tell
like
you,
that.
like, since Arielis came on the scene, man, she's definitely brought her vibe, her flavor.
thank you.
For real.
I tried.
We
No, seriously,
appreciate
we
you.
appreciate
Her
you.
voice.
And just to keep it 100, like, she definitely brings an educated conversation, and she checks our guests.
Damn, checking gas.
Why
She
you
texted
say
me too.
that? I don't try to.
Because I feel like
just-
I don't
you-
check guests. Chico don't be checking
Yeah,
guests.
Right.
you think
That-
I check the
I
gas?
love that.
Right.
That's
That's
fire.
not good.
Benny does that.
She has the
He
fact
does that
checker
too.
on.
But he don't
I-
fact check the guests.
They
He
don't-
just
yeah,
Like,
but-
yo, that's
he
not your
throws
real
them
name.
off with the questions though.
Yeah, that's what Arielis does that very well, and we
I like,
appreciate
you know,
that.
I like honesty. I like being raw. I like authenticity.
Yes.
You know, I like,
Authenticity.
yeah, I like
Authenticity.
that, and I like whatever it is you're thinking could be different from what I am thinking, but I want to know what it is, and I want to be able to learn from what you're saying and be able to question what I'm thinking,
Right.
and learn from it, and say that it's okay. Like your view and could be different from mine, but I want you to be able to have your own voice.
Like, be
And,
honest
yeah,
about what
be
you're
honest.
saying.
Yeah.
Don't
If
put
I
up a
say
act,
something and then you're gonna
Exactly.
take
Well,
it back,
thank God,
wait a
you
minute,
know.
don't take it back now, because just 2 seconds ago you were saying X, Y, and Z. So let's tap into that. Why did you say X, Y,
Why?
and Z?
Yeah.
I
And
said
why
it
am
just to
I
say it,
saying
though.
X, Y, and Z? And let's come to terms and put those two and let's say the alphabet together.
Yeah. And you know what?
See,
That's fire.
there
see
you
what
go.
I mean? And you would think she wrote that. Nah.
I
But let
did,
me
I
tell you,
did,
you know,
though.
She did. It's right here.
Exactly. You know, and unfortunately, we can't chill forever. But you know what? I
Right.
feel like you guys are doing a great job on your end, and I feel like
Thank
you
you.
guys are adding. To
We
the
won't
whole-
be around to
And
forever.
you guys are
but
doing a great job.
You guys are
Thank
doing a
you,
great
guys.
job.
brothers.
I mean,
Thank you,
we
my
got
brothers.
blessed by Latinos Out Loud. They were the first on the scene.
I heard about them a while
Yeah,
back.
And they-
shout
they-
out to Latinos.
shout out to them.
Latinos Out
They
Loud.
gave us a stamp. They have 4 co-hosts on. We've had 3 of them on so
Right.
far.
Beautiful.
And I feel like you gotta continue to do that. And you guys, 36 episodes. We're at 50. You guys are right there. So
Right there.
Yeah,
It's
we're
up to
learning.
you now.
You know, thank you for that. You know, we seen Latinos Out Loud. We're trying to learn from them. One day will be nice to meet them, and we had the pleasure of meeting you guys.
they're easy.
You're welcome.
They're easy. To,
Man, it's like, you're
now, if you
welcome.
reach out, I think you'll be
My
able to.
time is
They're
valuable.
always willing to. Especially, I think they follow you guys, and I think they reposted something. I forgot what it was. Trying to remember, but
Okay.
You're not gonna remember right now.
you
We can move on.
you have been adopted by the Latinos Out Loud
Yeah.
Rick H Show family.
Yeah, he's
so
a
Beautiful,
clown.
man. And I like the community that's building that we all are building.
well,
out
you
here.
know what it is. I'm gonna say it real quick. The older generation of Dominicans, they don't support each other.
Mm.
So it's like you could do good, but not better than me. So if me and you are doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Instead of like, if yours is better than mine, the old school way of thinking is, nah, I'm gonna derail that because
I'm
I
too
gotta
good
be
to
the only
mess with
one.
him,
Yeah.
yeah.
My point of view is like los judíos son unidos, los indios son unidos. Like, why can't I support my own
Yeah.
people?
Even if we're doing the
Yeah.
same thing.
And
Even
our-
if we're doing something the same thing, you know?
Yes, and at the end of the day, our point of view, which I'm sure you guys agree with, is one word:
Yeah,
community.
exactly.
Like, why? I could be a millionaire and you're still doing something that I'm doing. If I feel like I could help you and you're showing me authenticity,
Right.
I'm willing to give you my hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Because maybe one day when I'm washed up,
Right.
you might be that one person.
When I'm washed up.
Facts. You know, you might be
100%.
that person to give me the
Network.
hands.
That's true.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all about being humble. You gotta stay humble. No matter how much
Always.
success
You
you
gotta
get,
stay humble.
you gotta
Yeah.
stay humble.
Like me.
100%.
Yeah.
Oye, de que like Benny. blah.
Benny's
So,
not humble.
you know, we
bro.
can't chill
All
right,
forever.
we
We
can't.
gotta wrap up soon.
All right.
Rick,
Thank you for having us on, man. Big time. I like
Yo.
the podcast.
let's leave everyone with a message real quick. Come on, a little motivational message for people.
Little motivational speech.
But we're
Yes.
gonna leave Benny. We're gonna leave Benny
Benny
Banks
for
for
last.
last.
Just like I said earlier, when you wake up, be happy that you're awake.
Right.
Appreciate the small things because they lead to bigger things. And just be nice. Nice is the easiest thing to be. Just say good morning, thank you, good afternoon, good evening. All that comes back to you.
Yes.
So
Good evening, Rick.
good evening to you as well.
Thank
Good evening
Just
to
be
me.
grateful and
That's it.
wake and try not to waste time being angry. Just be
try
in
to
a
be
good
nice.
space.
Right.
Yeah, be in a good space.
That felt nice,
that.
though.
That did feel
That
nice. I
did
felt
feel
like that was like
nice. That did feel
PBS.
nice. Saying,
feel like a
saying
better
it to
person?
you.
No, just-
seriously, like
it's-
good, like
good evening.
meaning it.
How you doing?
Meaning it and
How's
saying
everything?
it and saying it to you. And
I
hearing
guarantee
it
you
back.
100% if you cherish your life and you live your life like that, being all positive and appreciating the fact that you're alive.
Yeah.
That's dope.
You gotta
I
love
love that.
yourself,
Benny
man.
Banks. Now close us out
You
with
gotta
this
love
one.
yourself. As much as I love myself, you have to wake up. You gotta wake up every day and you gotta just look in the mirror and be like, damn. That's a sexy dude right there. That's a sexy chick right there.
He says
What
that every
I'm,
time
what
he
I'm gonna
walks
do
by
right now,
somewhere,
I'm
he
gonna
sees
go
his
outside. I'm
reflection.
gonna conquer the world.
That's
Yep.
There's some people that, like, at my job, like yesterday, I was just doing my job and I was doing so good. Actually, I was doing it great. I was doing a phenomenal job.
Outstanding.
Wait,
Award
were
winning.
you
And I was
there?
like,
Yeah, he
and
was.
just to myself, I was like, damn, I'm amazing.
Yeah, you
And
know.
some people were behind me, and they were like laughing a little bit, like, "Yo, Benny, you amazing?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yo, I'm amazing."
That's it.
And then they were like talking to me and stuff, and I was like, "Yo, if you don't think you're amazing every day that you wake up, I feel bad."
Yeah.
You gotta wake up every day thinking that you're amazing. And what else am I gonna do
Damn.
today?
Wow.
Can I say
Wow.
something?
Pat yourself in the back sometimes.
You're welcome.
You guys just
Yeah, well,
reminded me of one of my favorite quotes I just read, and it was like not just read, like recently.
Benny probably wrote it.
It
Yeah.
says, "Empowerment
Let me
is
hear it.
realizing that you are the person you were waiting your whole life to hear, like the words you
Right.
were waiting for someone to say. You are that person.
Yes.
Exactly.
You are the person that needs to say that to yourself. Believe it yourself.
Right.
Fuck everybody else.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't
That's
say
word
fuck
by
everybody.
word, and I actually did write that.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aqui Chillin with the
Aqui
Rick
Chillin.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you
episode
for having
número
us.
36. mi gente.
Legend has
Yeah,
it.
David
Legend
Cohn
has
episode.
it.
Wait, what?
Benny Banks was here, but he wasn't here.
What?
Yeah.
Don't let
You're
that go
welcome.
over your head.
You're welcome.
Thanks for having us, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you for stopping by.
This is why I don't wear headphones.
I don't even want to touch Benny back. Like, this guy is like...